Rico Rocks 2001 here making this video. I got some good news and some bad news. First I'll start with the good news. The good news is I got my Game Boy Advance back from the place that I sent it to get fixed because the fuse broke. And all the buttons work just fine. Even the backlight still works. Here's where the bad news comes in. The bad news is it still displays in black and white and I don't know what to do to fix it, and I don't want to shell out more money and have them fix it and having to pay $50 to get it fixed. And well, as of now, sure, maybe later down the road I could invest doing that, but well, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I used a soldering gun and I slipped and caused it to go black and white. I mean, I'm surprised I got the backlight working, so there's that. But well, I probably should have taken it to them and have them do the mod for me. So it's not really worth my time shelling out another $50 to get them to fix it. Heck, if I wanted to spend that much money, I should have bought an already modded Game Boy Advance to do that. I'll probably sell this and make my money well, I don't know. But I'm pretty much done with that Game Boy Advance. So, but there's a silver lining. And I'm not Game Boy Advance-less. I still have my AGS 101 Game Boy Advance SP. This is not an official, legit, first-party Game Boy Advance SP shell. This is a third-party one. The original one was aqua blue, but I threw that away because it had cracks and it was scratched up, so I decided to pop it in this third-party Pikachu shell. It actually looks pretty cool. The buttons work fine. I don't really use the shoulder buttons as much, and the form factor for the SP is not really that big of an issue to me. It may be to some people, but it's not really to me. I don't really use AA batteries for my handhelds. I prefer using a charger. So, and I still have the SP charger that went with this. Sure, it doesn't have a headphone jack, but that's the whole deal because I bought this for that. Has both the charging and headphones. So the issue with this is if you have this plugged in, the speaker doesn't work. But if you remove it, it will work just fine. So you'll have to plug headphones in here to get sound out of it. But the form factor works just fine. You can charge and use headphones at the same time if you use this. So it's a very nice adapter. Most adapters that have a headphone jack on it, you can only use headphones. But what if you wanted to charge and listen to music at the same time without having to turn it off? That may be an issue for some people like me. I replaced the rechargeable battery. I bought a TTX Tech brand battery and it works still just fine. It works fine still. I haven't had any issues with it. So anyway, I might as well fire up the game to show you that I can play Game Boy Advance games just fine. I got Sonic Advance, one of my all-time favorite Game Boy Advance games, even though people say it's bad. Look, it's not that bad of a game. It's one of my favorite childhood games. And anyway, the form factor is just fine. The screen's nice on this. The speaker is also nice. I think it's louder on this than on the original Game Boy Advance. The only thing I don't like is the slider. I prefer a scroll wheel like what the original Game Boy Advance has. I'll go ahead and play some sound test and let you listen to the I don't know if you can hear this, but the speaker works just fine. Alright, that's enough dancing, Amy. You guys want to see some gameplay? Let's do Time Attack. We'll do Sonic. I'll do the first level, because why not? Anyway, as you can see, the L and R buttons don't do anything in this game. but you get the point. So anyway, the SP works just fine. Sure, I'm going to miss using the horizontal design, but I can always get hand grips on this and it will actually feel more legit. To be fair, I did get the wing grip for my original Game Boy Advance, and the rechargeable battery on that was horrible. So I'm not going to really miss the original Game Boy Advance. I prefer using the SP. I don't mind the clicky buttons. To be fair, I've been playing a lot on my 3DS, and those had clicky buttons as well, so not a total issue to me. But if it is to you, I'd suggest going for a regular Game Boy Advance. So, in conclusion for this video, I'm pretty much going to get rid of my GBA, and I'm going to stick with the SP. So, who knows, maybe I'll have the original Game Boy Advance fixed up, or I'll just sell that and invest in one that's already been modded. But other than that, thanks for watching. This is Rico Rock 2001 saying, well, sometimes things don't go the way you expect them to go. That's just life, and when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade.